obviously playing with Coos Elite. What do you take from your summer, and how you going to apply it to the school season?
Well, mainly I just want to take a couple of attributes that Coach PJ and my high school coach himself taught me, just being a leader. Just like, not just leading by just talking or whatnot, just leading by example and just working hard and bringing a group of guys together. Because basketball, you got to bring everybody together like a family to win. And that's basically what I'm just trying to take over to the high school season.
Playing for a guy like Coach Barlow and the tutelage of obviously PJ Cousy, what did they tell you specifically what they want to see from you this summer? Because we all know that you're one of the most shiftiest guards in the city, a guard that can actually score the ball in 3 phases of the game. You actually bring the mid-range game back. That's what I love about your game, is that mid-range pull-up. But what were they telling you they want to see your game and grow to become?
Well, obviously, most people know what I'm known for is like scoring and whatnot, and I'm short, so Coach PJ and Coach Barlow really made emphasis in helping me just become more like of a better point guard, like getting everybody better, making my team better, because the teams I played for previously, like I didn't really have as much pieces to where I could make everyone better, and most coaches just wanted me to score, but this season really focused on me just helping my teammates and make them better and whatnot.
Ruben Jones, Jahari Long, D.A. Houston, Mr. Tim Moore, Mr. Lacewell, Mr. DJ. What do you say about all these teammates, and how did they bring you in to the culture they call Coos Elite?
Well, they welcome me in with open arms. It's like, as soon as I come in, I'm swinging up, passing up open shots. They told me, no, you shoot. Like, you shoot the ball. Like, they just welcomed me in easily. Like, it was pretty easy getting along with everybody. I just joined right in and gelled perfectly.
Playing with elite players like that, how did it help your confidence? Because knowing that this is probably one of the most talented teams, not just in the city or the state, but one of the most talented teams in the country. How did knowing that you're playing with guys that are dogs, how did that boost you and help your confidence, even though you're as confident as any player in the city?
Well, it actually helped my confidence just knowing, like, guys got your back all the time. Like, you're playing with guys who are playing for you. Like, you don't have anything to worry about when you're on the floor. So when I see people like DA just locking up on defense, picking up full, it just turns me to like a whole nother level. It just make me want to play even harder than I already am. And just people like Jahari, like, just always have your back. Like, you mess up, turn it over, don't worry about it. Just little things like that, that just really, like, helps me with my confidence, just make me play even harder.
What has Coos Elite meant to you, just knowing that, everything, the trials and tribulations that you've endured this year, playing for a team like Coos, what has it meant to you, not just you though, but to your family?
Oh, it's meant everything to me. I've never played for organizations so, like, family orientated. Like, it wasn't just about basketball. Like, things off the court, like, we could just all meet up and just hang out together, and it's just like a real big family to me. I don't even call it like a basketball team. We're just one big family.
Transitioning, obviously, let's transition to your family. We're going to actually talk about your pops first, because your pops is an outgoing individual. You see him at games. He's there cheering you on. But the one thing I respect about your dad, he's not only just about you. He's always pro kids. So, you know what I'm saying? Talk about what your dad has instilled in you and how he's helped you not only shaped up as a better basketball player, but as a better man.
Well, ever since I moved in with my dad about 7th grade, he's real big on respect. Like, he's ex-military veteran. Like, that's one thing he mainly instilled in me since I was young, just respect, treat everyone how they want to be treated. And he's a real big family person. He just want to see everybody do well, like, just for the whole city of Houston. Like, if you see, he's not just all about me. He's caring for other kids and everything else, which it's really not, you don't really see that too much from everybody and their parents.
May 9th, 2009. How has that day affected you, and how did it change you to become better? Obviously, I'm naming the date of your sister's passing. It is one of the tribulations you went through this year. How has that date changed you and your outlook, not just on the court, but your outlook on life?
Well, my sister, she was She was different. She was, to me, the strongest person I know, as people know I say all the time. She was a warrior. She fought every day of her life. And for me, just moving on ever since that day, I just try to do everything, all the goals that I have set, I just try to put in some type of work to reach those goals every day and just go hard in everything that I do, because that's what she did. She never gave up, never really complained about much. So just everything I do is just for her.
Obviously, you have more family. So can you just talk about the loved ones who supported you and been with you through this journey? Because Elijah, like I said, knowing you, knowing the kind of guy you are is why I want to do this interview. I want everybody to know and let them know your story. So can you just talk about some of your family members that's been an inspiration and been in the trenches with you?
Well, first off, I'd like to start with many people of y'all don't really see my mother. I live with my dad. I lived with my dad since I was like 11. My mom, we talk every day, even though I don't live with her. And she has me and my little brother, and she just always been with me along the way, just really like on the sidelines, which nobody really sees. And she's also really one of the people that make me just play so hard, because I just know a lot of the things that she's been through, and I just want to be able to help her out one day. But she's one of the people that always been there for me throughout everything that's been wrong and stuff like that. And like I said before, the whole Coos family has always been there with me through everything. Like, from my sister's funeral to when they first found out she was in the hospital, all of them, they were there the whole way. And I just really thank them for that. Also, I like to thank my coaches and my teammates. They're also there with me, checking on me, make sure I'm straight. It's one thing I just love about the St. Thomas community. They're just always there for me.
Big season ahead. Speaking of St. Thomas, you obviously you're an all-state guard. Obviously, you played with two of the biggest brand names probably in the city, and the Cops, because it's like a generation of Cops. But obviously, there's one more cop left standing. Knowing that you two personally have unfinished business on the way your season ended a year ago, what is the pressure of you guys trying to reclaim what you feel is you guys? It's yours.
Well, with every upcoming season, there's pressure and high expectations just because of the names that we have at St. Thomas. But me and Maddox, we're just trying to come different this year. We've been putting in a lot of work. We're going to have really a different team. And we just got to make sure we bring everybody together and just gel together and become a family first, and then put in more hard work every day at practice, and everything else take care of itself.
Obviously, you guys added another guard in Mr. Jonathan Massey. What is he gonna bring? What is he gonna bring to the table for this St. Thomas team?
One of the major things that we really didn't really struggle with, but we needed that would take us to the next level and win that state championship is defense. And John, he's gonna bring a lot of energy and defense and just bring everybody together. That's gonna really turn us up to the next level for next season, and us on the road to win the state championship.
One thing I have to ask, obviously, this is your last go-around in high school. Obviously, however this season goes, it's on your shoulders on how far you take them. I'm gonna transition on. Anderson probably last year was the leader of your team. Now you're the leader. What have you learned from him, and what has he told you to take this team to the next level?
Well, just one thing in particular is just, which we didn't really do as much as we should have, is just spending time together and building more camaraderie. I guess that would be one thing I could say. So next year, me as the leader, I'm gonna make sure that I bring the team together. We're gonna have meetings and stuff like that. Just make sure we all understand each other's strengths and weaknesses, and just how we can make each other better on the floor, and just hearing out others' opinion. Because even me as a leader, I might have to follow some of my teammates sometimes.
The demographic, obviously, you went to Shadow Creek before, but now you're at St. Thomas. In this question I'm going to ask, I don't want you to talk about just the basketball. How is St. Thomas going to shape you and mold you, not just for the game of basketball, but from the game of life? What can you take away, and what are you learning from St. Thomas that's going to help you, mold you, and become probably a better businessman, a better leader, a better guy that's in corporate America?
One, I'd just like to say St. Thomas is probably the best private school and probably like Texas education-wise, just because of like how serious the teachers are about what they're doing, how focused everyone is in the classrooms. One thing I'd say from St. Thomas is that teachers, there's a lot of people there that will always help you through whatever. It's like 100% graduation rate. Everyone's going to college. Like, everyone takes their studies like very seriously. And throughout all this, the homework and the reading every day, they have tutors just in what we call the learning center just there waiting for you to help you throughout everything. So most teachers and stuff say that if you can get through this and put this behind you, college should just be a breeze.
That chip on your shoulder that you played with earlier today, right before we were talking about rankings, how you say, man, you really just don't pay attention to them. When you know that you're better than a guy, how does it start with you? Like, is it focusedness or is just like, oh, it's just a piece of paper, it's just a name?
When it comes to rankings, I personally don't really focus on this and who other people think is better than me. I just go out there and prove that I know how to play the game the right way, and anybody in front of me is going to be a problem. We all lace our shoes up the same way, and they're just going to have to show me why they're ranked better than me every time we step on the court.
Who are guys that you enjoy competing against? They're not just, it specifically doesn't have to be 2020. It can be anybody. Like, who are guys that you specifically...
Couple of people I would say I love playing against, other than like just like cool people or whatnot. Let's talk about Justin Hill. He's a pretty tough competitor. We always have a lot of fun together. From last year, let's talk about my boy Kyrie. We had some tough games versus each other.
Mr. McDaniels.
Oh yeah, Kyrie. Yeah. Let me see. Who else? Yeah, tough. We had some tough matchups. Noah Thomason and Dalen from Georgia Ranch. Those are some good games. But no, it's a lot of tough competitors in Houston. But those are just a couple I personally just enjoy playing against.
When you see when you see those specific matchups, how do you get ready for that? And also, when you know you're about to play those guys, obviously you know Dad is watching. Dad may be in your ear a little bit like, hey, you know what you have to do. What is your mindset, and also what is your pop's mindset going into these games for you?
Well, one thing my dad always tells me is you don't have anything to prove to anybody. You just go out there and you play the game. That's how I just focus before the games. I treat every game as the same, whether we're playing versus a weaker opponent or one that's supposed to be the top guys in the state. I just come in, focus, and play my game and do what I can do to try to get my team to win.
Let's talk about recruiting. You're a guy that's, like I said, you are very, very under the radar. Obviously, like I said, I know about the Sam Houston offer. You said UC Santa Barbara. It's a beautiful place to play. What, in the end, when it's time to make that commitment, what are you looking for from a college coach, and from not only a college coach, because to me one of the words that you've been dwelling on in this interview is the community and the culture. What are you looking for in a college team, a college coach, and just a college in general?
Me personally, of course they have to have the major that I'm looking for, which is personally like a business major and whatnot. And I just want to be at a school that actually like wants me and just a right fit. Like a lot of people, I think they make decisions too quickly and too early, and before they actually get like the understanding and gain an actual relationship with the coach. So I just want to make sure me and the coach have a great relationship, and it's just a great fit for me. Like, I'm a high tempo type of player, so of course I want to go to a school that just play fast and whatnot. But that's about it. Just a good fit, good community that supports and whatnot. Of course, I'm coming from the city, so that's about it. I just want to have a good fit and whatnot.
This year, we know that you can score the ball, but obviously, like you said, you were in the Coos Elite. You know what I'm talking about? You said that coaches wanted to see you perform in that point guard role, setting up your teammates. Is college coaches also looking for you to do that too?
Well, between different college coaches is kind of differentiates due to like the roster and whatnot, what they have going at their school. Some would prefer me to score, and some might have that guy already at their school. So I guess it just kind of depends to me. Like when I break down which schools I would like to go to, that would like tell me like how I need to operate my game at that school. I need their system.
So my question is to you: you say that, are you willing to take that step back? Because to me, Elijah, we know you as a scorer. We know that what you can do it all, like boogie on people, shifty, right, left hand, pull up mid range. So are you willing to take that step back as a learning process to make sure or to get your game better essentially and pass off the ball?
Yes, I'm very willing to do that. And just whatever my coach needs me to do to just help my team win. Because winning is what obviously just matters the most to me. I just want to win. Whatever my team needs for me to do to win, I'll be willing to do it.
From the outside looking in, a lot of players would just be like, ah, man, he's just that guy. You know, he's always mad on the court. You know, he's clapping, he's doing that. What is the thing that people don't know about you that you think that is an unfair criticism of you?
Well, a lot of people don't really know where I'm from and why I just play, like how hard I play. It's just like this game is just every day is not guaranteed, and I realized that at a young age, every day is not guaranteed. So every night or every day that I step on the court, I just want people to like feel me. Like I'm really trying to get paid for this one day. Like I just take the game very serious. I think that other people do.
Do you get mad when you see other guys not taking it that seriously, knowing that even the guys that you know that have full potential? Because there's probably plenty of guys you see that has full potential, but you know you call those guys the not get it guys, or they haven't got it yet. What do you say to guys like that?
Honestly, I don't think I get mad. I'm just more disappointed because I just see that they can be doing more, and I think that they're not giving their all. And that's one thing I've personally been working on, just controlling my emotions on the court and whatnot. Just like not showing as much as emotion. But most of the time I would just help those guys out. Like first couple of times, just tell them, hey, you'll get it next time and whatnot, so forth.
So is that another way that those Coos guards actually helped you? Like just controlling the emotions, knowing that, oh, I'm playing with good players. So is that something that you can see bringing into the same time of season?
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely.
Okay. Last thing before we go, I want to play a little word association. So I give you a name. You only got one word. All right?
One word?
Just one word, whatever pops into mind. So I'm gonna throw out some names.
All right.
And then I'm going to say one word. LeBron James.
Great.
Rugen Jones.
Bucket.
L.J. Cryer.
Killer.
Jahari Long.
Great.
Bryce Griggs.
Dog.
Maddox Cobb.
Shooter.
Last but not least, Elijah Elliott. I got the word.
What word did you say?
I was going to say tough.
That's the word I was thinking of. That's why I have to go with tough.
I am Matthew Ezerike, season 2 of the Easy Corner with my main man, Coos Elite, St. Thomas guard, Elijah Elliott. Be on the lookout, Easy Corner TV.